The content on this channel is for informational and educational purposes only. Please contact your financial advisor for any financial questions you may have concerning your investments. Today marks the fourth largest single point drop decline in Dow history. 1,700 points were shed off of the Dow Jones Industrial, another several hundred off of NASDAQ, all due to these tariffs. Now, a lot of the supporters may be thinking, oh, we're just piling on him, but we're not even concerned about that. Not even concerned about it. We're not trying to convince anyone about what these policies actually represent. The policies that are going to be visited upon us by way of higher prices on everything. If you didn't get a $2,000 raise this year, you're automatically losing money. And that's just the least of our concerns. The thing that's going to hit us hardest is now the rest of the world just ain't playing with us. They're not playing. Now, even if there was some indication or some sign that there were going to be some kind of negotiation once this administration has brought us to the brink to where we are now, even if there was some sign that there was going to be a reversal of course, which there isn't any, our credibility on the global stage as a honest broker, because we're dealing with a dishonest broker, and that's all he ever was, and we've elected him president, it tells the world we cannot be trusted. Point blank, period. And whether you voted for this individual or not, we are all going to be facing the brunt of that. And this is not some short term pain. We're looking at the beginning of what is going to be some long term adjustments for everyone that is trying to consume anything in this country. Now, the question then becomes what happens to all of these investments that are being siphoned out of the market? Well, the stock market is only one area where money is being made. These kind of tariffs, when you have uncertainty and price drops and a weakening dollar as a result, it becomes more evident by most standards, and including today, that people are going to start moving towards bonds. I don't think you're going to see much movement towards cryptocurrency. And again, as a layman, we're not here to give you any financial advice whatsoever. We're just telling you what happens typically. And already we're starting to see the bond market kind of have a ripple effect in retaliation or in relation to these tariffs being imposed on these other companies. Futures trading is going to be a problem source for a while because prices are just going to be astronomical. What comes with that when the supply chain is disrupted in any way? You set out to buy your goods from other countries months in advance. So by the time the next shipment, major shipment of goods and products make it to our shores, the price that they set sale at is not going to be the price that we pay, or excuse me, that the importers pay and then pass those costs on to us. That is the dilemma. There is going to be long-term pain for this. Now, again, all of this was said to be put in motion because we're trying to bring manufacturing back to this country. I don't think there's any danger of that. And if you're thinking that it's just going to be just like a light switch and people just jump into these jobs into a factory, think again. The business model had changed about 20, 30 years ago, back when we still had vocational schools as a way to get an education while in high school, where you learned a trade. It's not that way anymore. It's just simply not that way. And it's going to take more time to reinvent that wheel than American people have it to spare in their bank accounts.